Hey everybody, welcome into GoBlueRaiders.com, and today we have something that's kind of become a little bit of a tradition with our soccer program, and that is, it would almost be like the exit interview almost, but we just sit down with our seniors and just kind of get some remembrances, some of the great memories, talk about their careers, what it was like. Our four seniors, and if you would just kind of give a little wave to the camera when I mention who you are. Grace Stewart from Chattanooga, Courtney Gibson from London, England, Maddie Leday from Allen, Texas, and Princess Angelina Lai from San Diego, California. So it's interesting that we have four seniors here, and last year we had like a whole passel of them, like at 10 or 12. What has it been like with that transition to really a much younger team this year with so many new faces? And kind of whoever wants to take that, feel free to chime in.
Well, I mean, it's definitely been hard trying to pretty much be a leader to, I don't know, like how many.
Such a big group.
Yeah,
11,
I think 12.
Yeah.
It's definitely really hard, but I think this year, like, we actually try to help them transition to club to collegiate soccer fairly well, kind of.
It's tough when there's only four of us.
Yeah, I would imagine that the biggest part of that transition, and you see this a lot in particular with baseball players and basketball players, because it tends to lend itself, like soccer, to travel ball and things like that, is that sometimes they're not ready for what practices are going to be like. Games are games, but the intensity of practice and the speed of it at the college level, is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. I think they've done really well though.
Yeah.
As a group, but it's just hard with so many young players and how we played so many years together, and we know how each of us work, but coming in with a big group, it's just hard to get everyone as a team. I mean, honestly, that's been the struggle this year.
It's like a totally new identity because there's so many new players.
Yeah.
And even
Well,
for us, we're playing with lots of new people that we're not used to.
Yeah.
Well, and with that in mind, how are things different now that you're getting ready to go to the tournament? Because I would imagine early on it was like herding cats.
Yeah. I would say it's still, I think we're still trying to get together. For us, I think it's a rebuilding year, which stinks. It's like our second year, but
Individually, we are all very good. We're very good individual teams, but I feel like we're still trying to click on the fields, trying to find our identity together, which is, I mean, it's rough because it's almost the end of the year, but I feel like we've been transitioning to becoming as a team more, but it's still hard.
Yeah, but it's in finding consistency sometimes is a because some nights you guys have been very good offensively, and maybe the defense wasn't there, and then some other nights it was the other way around, and every team goes through that. But here you all are now as the senior leaders on this team and getting ready to go to the conference tournament. You can wipe the board clean, and here's a chance to finish strong.
yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
That's definitely the message we've been getting home from our coaches. Just
Yeah.
if we can get in, then it's a clean slate.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah. As seniors, while the record this year's not where you exactly want it, you've seen growth, but there's been some really good accomplishments during your career here as a team. What are some of the things that you remember most? And we'll start down on the end.
I think anytime we play a big name school, for some reason it's like we play our best game when we play those big teams, which is always super exciting. Like our freshman year when we beat UT, and then I think the following year was Alabama when we tied in double overtime, which was crazy. So anytime we play, a big team or even have big conference wins, it's always great.
What about you?
I think making it to conference tournament. First year we didn't make it our freshman year. Yeah. That was a struggle. New year it was like Conference USA first year, just didn't know what the competition was going to be. Just making it to tournament is always a fun week.
And I would imagine in soccer in particular, because Conference USA is a very good soccer league. Yeah. And was that a big step up in competition?
I mean, I guess we didn't play in Sun Belt. I don't know.
Yeah, our coming in, we had like 12 freshmen coming in, so we were also a very young team. We had no seniors my freshman year. In a new conference, we were all like super young, so we didn't know what to expect. But I think we still played well as a team our freshman year.
We grew.
Yeah.
We did, as a group, for sure.
Yeah. Angie, talk a little bit about your career personally. What are the things you're going to take away? And not only just goals scored and things like that. What are the things you're going to remember most about your time here? And I think I can already make a few predictions about that, but go right ahead.
Well, I mean, moments from here I would take back is just to remember to always keep the ball, because Aston always tells us to keep the ball and to pass to our team, obviously. But I feel like being here, I would take our friendship, like with the girls, like you meet so many new people here, and it's crazy because I would have never been this nice to people. It's like everyone's like such a breath of fresh air, and I love it.
Yeah, and sometimes the fresh air can be a whole lot more humid here than it is because you come from a town that has absolutely perfect weather in San Diego. I think everybody's weather is judged by your hometown.
Oh yeah, I definitely won't miss the weather.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to leave. You don't have to. You can come back and visit, okay? Well, Courtney, it's always interesting to talk to student athletes who have come here from another country. And we always have several in soccer. And I guess that may be the reason that it's not like super hard to come to a different country, because there are other people who are going through that the same way. What was the biggest thing you had to, get through your subconscious brain of it's done a different way in America than it was in England? Driving on the right side of the road, maybe?
Actually, the first time I tried to drive was with Maddie, and we all drive stick shifts, and I thought the brake was the clutch. So
if I didn't have my seatbelt on, I wouldn't be gone through the windshield.
So that took a bit of learning. We got there. Honestly, just almost everything, which is really weird. Like from the culture to soccer to school, it's all different from home. So I think when I came in at 18, it was a huge adjustment. Like freshman year for me was just kind of get through it, and then I sort of understood how things worked a bit better and could go on and enjoy it from there.
What food did you not know about that you all of a sudden figured that you liked? Not because there's no bangers. Oh, you got a better question.
Oh no, she's just very picky, so there's very limited.
I definitely have come to love Chipotle and jalapeno Cheetos. I can't lie. Yeah, we have that in Illinois, so I can't.
Have you passed along any British snacks or anything that maybe from care packages you got from home, shared anything with your teammates let's say that might be an acquired taste?
I probably should have shared more.
Yeah.
Comes in small packages, kind of. No, but there was one year, I don't know if you remember, I bought back Turkish Delight from Turkey. My family went to Turkey.
Oh gosh.
But that didn't go down too well. Just chocolate really.
Squash.
Drink. There's a drink.
Yeah.
Some squash. There's been a few things. With chocolate.
Okay.
Maddie, you seem to be. I mean, as I'm watching reactions here, all of the stories and things that happen, you seem to have a role in this. Is that fair?
It's fair. Yeah.
Are you the pot stirrer, or what is your role typically?
The enabler of all our bad behavior. Definitely.
You've had a lot of success personally. Talk a little bit about what you're going to take away, because you've been very active in your career since you've been here, and talk about some of that and what you're going to leave here with.
I mean,
this is where we get emotional.
It's a lot like what Angie said. Just the girls, just meeting new faces every single year. You just never know who the freshmen coming in are going to be like and how they're going to blend in with the team. And it's always fun to get a new group of girls. And I think this year, definitely with all the new faces that we have, I think I don't know. It's just I don't know where I was going with that, but it's just
We've already gotten so close to the new girls.
Yeah.
Because there's only 4 of us.
yeah.
So it's kind of cool being close to freshmen.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you leave your mark. And also, there's a lot of new faces that are going to be coming in next year, and I'm sure you have already met all of those when they've been here on, or some of them at least, that come on visits, because I would guess sometimes visits from England are not all that easy. That sometimes you have to take a leap of faith, and it's sight unseen. So, Grace, you've had a little bit of a different season. Because part of the perils of playing are injuries happen. And while the physical toll is there, you also had to get through that mentally. Kind of explain your process there and how you've dealt with that and how you plan to come out on the other side.
I mean, it's no secret that my career here has not been the easiest. I mean, these girls know they've been there through it all. But, thankfully, the coaches still wanted me to stick around and be a part of the team, which makes it a lot easier when you still feel a part of something. And even though, I can't play and I'm obviously not coming back this time, it's just nice kind of being there and still getting to be at practices and being, at games and things like that. So I've kind of just stepped into a role of being an encourager, a supporter, both on and off the field, whether it's with soccer or, younger girls, adjusting to school. I've kind of just been there to let them vent to me, I guess.
Well, and I would suggest that there's not a coach on this campus that does not place the highest value on being a great teammate. That's probably the best compliment you could get. And so don't sell yourself short on that at all. And so as we move toward the end of this here, who's got a great story that they can tell about Aston? Who can imitate Aston? I knew it had to be. It had to be. Well, give us some Astonisms. What are some phrases?
It's the little things, but it's everything, for sure.
Does anyone understand anything in this room?
He'll explain this extravagant drill, and we're like, huh? Or the easiest one, and we're like, do you guys understand? Yes, I understand.
Just get it sorted.
We jog everywhere.
Get it started, yeah.
Jog everywhere. Yeah.
He'll say something and he'll be like, kind of, really, sort of.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Okay, as we wrap up here, favorite Premier League team?
We're all Arsenal fans here.
Everybody's an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, we're all Arsenal.
Has your life been great now that NBC Sports Network carries the Premier League game? It's like you're back home almost.
It's nice.
Well, great. Ladies, want to wish you all the best of luck in the upcoming conference tournament. And always know that, being here, I mean, you're a Blue Raider for life now, and that you're always going to be remembered, and you always have a home to come back to, and you're going to do great things, because one thing I didn't mention is just about everybody here is some sort of Conference USA academic honoree, so which kind of goes without saying, because that is the expectation and the norm in this program. So you've got a lot of those things to take away, and just want to wish you all the very best of luck. It's been great getting to know you and to watch you play, and to watch. One of the great things on our side of the coin is that the wins and losses are great, but to watch you all come in as fresh out of high school, and then to watch you leave here as young ladies, and how you've grown is really the prize for a lot of us. So congratulations on your careers, and great luck. Any last goodbyes you'd like to say to folks as you listen here? Or anything, families, any message you want to send out to them as they watch?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for supporting us for 4 years.
Yeah, for sure.
And just for the team, I hope you continue to top.
I hope the questions are.
Oh,
I hope the questions never stop being asked.
Yep.
All All right. Well, that's it for today, and glad you've had a chance to meet Grace, Courtney, Madison, and the Princess here today as our soccer senior interview comes to a close. And keep them in your thoughts as they head to the conference tournament, and keep watching GoBlueRaiders.com.